Hi sewing friends, it's me Alice Murray, and you are joining me on day 119 of 365 sewing makes that I'm going to show you. We are today 119. We are getting close to a third of the way there. So on my channel, Murr-Made Designs, what I do is every day at 7 o'clock post another video of a make, and I give you a pattern review, talk about the material that I used, talk about the fun I had making it, and if anything goes wrong or anything you should watch for, in hopes of helping you avoid the same problems I have. So I'm going to show you today a pattern we have talked about many times before. Kwik Sew 4220. I have made this little vest umpteen times. I don't know how many times. 5, 6. And I always put the sleeves from the sweater on it, and sometimes a hood, sometimes a collar, just because I really like the princess seams in it and whatnot. And I think I have also made these pants. But today what we're going to talk about is this sweater. One thing I like about this Kwik Sew pattern is they actually have a description of the garment. It seems like nowadays so many of the patterns don't have any descriptions of what it is you're trying to achieve, and so I do like the detail when they put it on a pattern. And so what it says here is a pullover top, has front yokes, cowl neck. For some reason in my mind there's an R. There isn't. Cowl. It's a cowl neck. Collar, stitched front pockets, full-length sleeves, and a stitched hem. So I'll show you all of that. And it suggests that this is a pattern for stretch knits only, with 25% stretch across the grain, such as velour, French terry, interlock, jersey, ponte knit, sweatshirt fleece. And it has the little thingy here, the pick a knit thing to show you how much stretch it needs. So let's have a gander. I'll give you a twirl. One thing about making these videos is I don't especially like being the model, but what I do especially like is when I'm watching YouTube videos, YouTube sewing channels, I like it when the person has the garment on and I can see how it looks on a real person, because I am not a supermodel, and things don't fit me like they do in the pictures. So I like to see it on a real person. So that is why I put it on and show you. So one thing right off the hop, I did not make the sleeves long enough, so I will wear them pushed up. It has kind of a, what is that called? An A-line, kind of an A-line. It's kind of an A-line top, and it has these nifty little pockets in it. How many sweaters have a pocket? That's pretty cool. And it has a yoke. Indeed, it has a yoke at the shoulders here. I don't think you can see it very well with how dark this fabric is. And it has this cowl neck that just finishes and kind of folds. And this fabric is some slubby, which I love that word. Slubby fabric from Fabric Mart. It's a sweater knit, and it's like a hunter green with black thread in it. And oh, I don't know, maybe a month ago, I showed you a cardigan that I made from a different pattern with this same material. And I will link that in at the end of this video so that you can have a look at it. I learn a lot watching my own videos too. One thing I learn is I move too fast. They have to kind of be slow motion twirls, not too zippy, or you're not going to be able to see the detail. So yeah, I kind of love this top. And it is a very well-suited garment for my grateful thread today. Something that I have been remiss in mentioning that I am grateful for. I have mentioned that we live on a farm and in central Alberta, Canada, and it's lovely. We're on a river. We raise cows. Our daughter and son-in-law and grandsons live with us here on the farm, which is wonderful. And we all farm together, so it's a multi-generational farm. And there are pigs and chickens and geese and horses and goats and dogs and cats and what else? Guinea fowl and rabbits. Our daughter, all of that is hers. The cows are ours, and some of the horses, and some of the dogs, and some of the cats. But anyways, it is a wonderful, wonderful place to live, and there's lots of work, always, but it just feels kind of like we have a really big family here, and that the animals are part of that family. And yeah, so it's great, and I am so grateful. Like, I can't even describe how grateful I am that we have the opportunity to live here on a farm. And yeah, I try to do some sewing too, and I hope that you are sewing. And I hope if you're sewing, you pick up this pattern. This is a good pattern. That's a good one right there. I do hope you're sewing, because sewing is so much fun. Talk to you tomorrow.